Okay, what's up? Welcome back from our Honkai Impact 3rd. Okay, so two things I wanted to say. So I was just thinking that the name Yanderijin is cool for me because the Yandere part that I wanted to do it, and what's up? Welcome back for more Honkai Impact 3rd. Okay, so I have to mention two things. So later on, I will talk about how I'm rebranding my name to Yanderijin to Virgin. I will talk about that later. And second, I messed up big time. Oh my god. Ay, so I checked back my last recording, and the word there is reach level 25 and wait for September 22. I thought September 25 the level. I thought that the level was September 25, so I really thought that the story will come out on Monday. But no, when I pressed the yesterday, I didn't get to play this one. No, I get to play the daily before coming out in 10 a.m. But when earlier today, when I pressed the teleport button, I teleported to the main story. Supposedly, I was to be teleported here, but no, I was teleported to the main hall. Where is that? I meant the chamber of Luna, where we last saw her. Wait, hold on. I was teleported here, but that wasn't supposed to be what happens. So, oh my god, what is this? I immediately exited my game, and that works from most of the main story. When I especially the intro, when I misclick some of the events, side events, especially what is that? Summertime Raksovi? I forgot the title, but that was Summertime when with Teresa going to the Forbidden Island, and the summer event with the Elysian Realm and the other Valkyries. I misclicked it and exited the game quickly as possible, and I started recording. But when I tried to exit the game and tried to open again where I should be left off on the top side where I skipped it, it should be where I'm right, because the last time I saw the words was Luna vanish in my hands, like that, something like that, what Captain said. So this is what I'm gonna do. So my brother haven't done the story yet, so I'm gonna favor him to record it, but I don't know if I'm gonna voice over it or just record the first part of it. But since that, yeah, I'm really stupid. I should avoid doing that. I mean, it wasn't my fault. Oh my god, I clicked it. I swear I did. I clicked this, so I should do the story. Oh my god. Nah, enough ranting. Let's just talk to Kongming. This is the room Miss Kongming used to live in. Apart from playing with Teresa in the living room, she must have been confined here most of the time. The night mist gathered, making the small room even colder, until she disappeared with Luna. She'd been trapped in a prison, waiting for me. Our silence hung heavy. Moments seemed to drag by. Hold on. Sorry. This is a joke, right? Kongming? The one known for her unparalleled strategies? Is this how it all ends? In a frantic search, Bronny rummaged through the desk and bedding, desperately hoping to find any lingering clue or sign that Kongming may have managed to escape her confines and that she would reappear when she was needed most. If she suddenly vanished like all the Teresa we rescued, in that case, anyone would find it hard to cope. But this is Kongming we're talking about. She's smarter than all of us, combined. She surely would have thought of something. She can't just disappear like that. She just can't. Otherwise, Teresa, she might truly never. Bron's voice trailed off. It was the first time I'd seen her in such a distraught state, and Sirin, unable to contain her emotions any longer, turned away and sobbed uncontrollably. Racked with immense frustration, we searched the room together, but all I found were a few stacks of discarded paper. On the chessboard are some scattered pieces. What's this? We immediately gathered around to study the chessboard, trying to glean some meaning from it. I never truly grasped Kongming's chess mastery, which is a real shame. But this seems like a simple stalemate, probably not a clue. The flicker of hope we had painstakingly ignited now vanished like steam. ... Is this truly how it ends? All we've done, everything I've done, all meaningless in the end? Bronny, skip searching, okay? Sirin set down a hefty stack of rough-edged paper from her embrace, and gently shook Bronny's shoulder as she consoled her. I refuse to accept it either. It just shouldn't be like this. I pick up the scattered papers, a remnant of Kongming's final presence in this world, even if they prove useless. Teresa, originally a bubble universe akin to myth and fairy tale, visited by Hyperion, specific location as follows. However, it's noted that the bubble universe is under the dominion of the Red Queen, who has formidable abilities, but her power fluctuates greatly depending on the day. Her show is on today, so now's a good opportunity to take Teresa back home. Terry, originally an obscure bubble universe with undefined features. But from her muddled speech, it can be roughly deduced that the birth of the bubble universe she belongs to is relatively recent, and its energy isn't particularly stable. Hyperion has located it but didn't visit it, which is a clue for potential location. Why did she jot down so much of this? I flipped through the rough pages filled with scripts detailing many Teresas, information along with the author's synthesized conjectures. Register of Teresas? They're the notes left for my Kongming. Oh shit, sorry. You may not see it, but my laptop is about to give up and it's stuttering like crazy, so the me and by went it's like a flickering TV. Sorry. Register of Teresas? There are the notes left for me by Kongming. My muttering caught the attention of others. What are you looking at, Captain? So these are words. What have you found? Quite messy, but relying on what she taught me, I can make out. It's records of all the Teresas that Luna encountered. If the Teresas were still around, they could be sent back to their original bubble universe. But now, what is that? Teresa, bubble universe, Ether Angkor, Ferryman. A multitude of information converged in my mind, and I desperately contemplated the meaning of it all over and over. I can still move, think, and take action, so now is absolutely not the time to give up. Linking. Huh? I get it. It's linking. The ferryman needs to use the linking among the Teresas to interlink the bubble universes for him. So until he ignites the Enter-Angkor, this linking must go on. In other words, at least for now, the Teresa haven't completely vanished. As long as we can track energy fluctuations through these linkings, we have a chance to locate them and even reconstruct them in reverse. Just like dream particles, if we can capture their dreams, there's still time to reawaken them. My proposal finally reignited hope among everyone, dispelling the heavy air between the iron bars. But now that the Teresas have vanished, how do we trace the linking? No, there's still one person left. It's the person's observation that intrinsically intertwined their fate with Luna's and Kong Ming's, thus triggering the bubble universe's rules repulsion. It's this person's pinpointing that pulled in some Teresas from other bubble universes, leading Luna to link all these Teresas together. That person is me. If we consider the linking among the Teresas as positive links, then there must be a corresponding negative link between me and the Teresas. That's why our existence repel each other, accelerating the annihilation. As long as Captain serves as the origin point and uses the clues coming left about each Teresa to track corresponding energy fluctuations, then maybe it's worth a shot, eh? Oh, Kongming, you're quite the crafty one. Leaving behind a trump card like this is so you could stage a comeback. And Captain, you're no slouch either, catching on to such a vague hint. Rodney excitedly perused the register of Teresas left by Kongming. She was so thrilled that her hands were trembling slightly. Suddenly, she froze and looked astonished. Wait, this record doesn't include all the Teresa. One is missing. Yeah, herself. Kongming, why didn't she write about herself? Brownie cautiously met my gaze as though looking for confirmation. If we follow the pattern of the other entries, after describing each Teresa's traits, there should be information about their corresponding bubble universe. But for Kongming, Master Kongming can no longer return. That's the biggest difference between her and the other Miss Teresas. Oh yeah, because her bubble universe is trying to kill her. I closed my eyes in anguish. In my hand, I clenched the note she left behind. In my mind, memories long buried in dust now began to surface. Once wasn't enough, so you tried 10 times more, hundreds of times more. Perhaps due to countless failures, I had grown numb to disappointment. It's better that way. For the sake of this ephemeral dream, I will invest every ounce of strength I have to hold onto that warm, tender hand. I took out the note Kongming left behind. Those who can see through the game shall survive. Those who can follow their heart shall prevail. Follow your heart. My heart. My heart is in the countless failures. Those countless failures, searching for a tiny glimmer of possibility. So, can't stay stagnant, at the very least. I touched the rough edge paper. We can let Kongming's intentions go to waste. I survive everyone. Their expressions varied. Oh my god, I can't read for shit! It's so stuttering. I surveyed everyone. Their expressions varied. But when their gaze fell upon these pages, their sorrow was replaced by determination. This is what Master Coming wanted. Exactly. If we don't at least try, we'll never have a chance. And now, while traces left by the Teresa are still somewhat clear, we can come back empty-handed. I want to try also. After all, this all happened because of me, and I'm the one who shouldn't give up. I absolutely won't watch anyone else sacrifice themselves before my eyes again. Burp, even in this situation, there must still be something we can do. Everyone, follow me. Okay. I'll stop my recording and try to fix this shit before I do anything else, because I can't read for shit. Stuttering like crazy. So this is the room of the other Teresa. Will this plan really work? Just a moments ago, we discovered a concrete plan to save the Teresas. It will take all our ability combined. Furthermore, it seems even more far-fetched than the already daunting task of resurrecting Teresas. We have to at least try. We can't let the Teresas wait too long. The tension there in that tiny room was thick enough to cut with a knife. Rita, are you ready? Yeah. When Miss Sirin uses dream capturing magic to manifest dream particles, I'll catch them right away. I'm still quite nervous. This is the first time I'm using magic to trace someone's existence. I'm not sure if my magic is strong enough. Relax, Miss Sirin. You need to trust in your abilities, and also trust in Captain and the Teresas. How should I put it? Rita seemed to be searching for a more gentle word. I gave her a very wry smile, shaking my head. My presence in any bubble universe I've located is mutually exclusive with the Teresas. It will definitely create a very strong energy fluctuation. Just trust your instincts. Hasn't your magic worked miracles before? ... Sirin took a deep breath, revealed a nostalgic smile, and nervously flipped through the register of Teresas. Just relax, Sirin. Look, it's not just you. I projected firearms countless times, but this will be my first time projecting a whole person. The Teresas may have disappeared, but we can still remember them, and Captain is still here. This means that the connection between the Teresas and the Captain hasn't been completely erased. In any case, it's worth a try. Yes, it has to be worth a try. After all, I must leave now, back to where I ought to be. It must be like a storm room packed with all sorts of things, containing many versions of me. That's right, her purpose was to protect me, so she used her own link to exile the Teresas to a place where they couldn't reach me. I believe in Kong Ming and her. Some good old reverse engineering might just bring them back from this storeroom. I'll thoroughly scan the memories, appearances, and personalities of the Teresas within the dream particles. That should give us accurate data. But if you ever encounter Kiora in the future, please don't betray me. Alright, I'll do my best. Sirin, you can do it. Accompanied by Sirin's faint chanting, her body seemed to attract fireflies, gathering one tiny white light after another. They form a magical, star-shaped light that gently landed in Sirin's palm. Before long, the dazzling white light emitted by the sphere burst forth in the center of the room. Huh? According to the Mercurial Hatter's invasion, oh my god! Where is that coming from? Invitation. Her afternoon tea party starts at this time, right? But why hasn't the Mercurial Hatter arrived yet? Or anyone for that matter? Hello, girl over there. Were you also invited to that tea party? Great, I'm Teresa. Delighted to meet you. Come, take a seat. Oh, you're named Teresa too? What a coincidence. It seems the Mercurial Hatter set us up to meet. Then, let's raise our cups together. From today onward, Teresa will be Teresa's good friend. The warm tea quietly turned cold as Teresa leaned on the table, lost in a sweet and heavy dream. I'm sorry, I really like you, but please forgive me. Please forgive me. This is a memory belonging to Alice, dressed in the sky blue dress and wearing a black ribbon headband, or perhaps to Teresa. I did it, Captain. Rita, I did it. Okay, now it's my turn. Soon after, Rita took the star-shaped light. The chaotic interior of the sphere gradually became more distinct, with fragments of memories flowing within. Tracker, perform a scan. The girl's fingertips danced across the keyboard of the laser projected device. After issuing the command, all the information about Teresa had transformed into data and was displayed in front of Bronny. Phew! These memories have already faded, so they might not be usable anymore. No, even faded memories are still memories. Cancel the delete operation. Take it easy, Bronny. Once we find Coming, I definitely want to ask her how she's been able to stamp my powers. ... Bronny held her breath and focus. Her projection ability, usually so effortless for her, felt unusually difficult at this moment. Thankfully, as Bronny inputted the command and executed it, in the corner of the prison cell, the cowering little form transformed from a black shadow to the physical presence of the spirited young girl from the dream. The girl immediately opened her tightly shut eyes and anxiously surveyed her surroundings. Oh, it's you, Marshare. Yes, it's me. We've come to take you out. Out? Wait a minute. How did I end back here again? Don't be nervous, Miss Teresa. I'm a public volunteer. Oh my god, public? Holy shit! I'm a police volunteer from Sapphire. I received a report and came to take you home. Huh? Wait a minute. Where did the other Teresa go? Although I'm not sure what I did wrong, she was angry with me and hasn't come to see me again. But I still want to go with her, home with her. Please don't worry, Miss Teresa. The other Teresa right now, she's brainstorming new ideas for a tea party, saying she wants to surprise you. So go home and wait patiently. When she's ready, she'll definitely come find you. Wow, that's great. Please tell her to come find me in the Red Queen's garden. I'll introduce her to my new friends there. The girl in the sky blue dress gleefully held the hands of Himiko and Kallen, eagerly heading towards the exit. I saw Himiko looking uneasy, exaggeratedly mouthing a message to me. Are we really sending her back? That's the Red Queen. Yep, that's the world where she truly belongs. Before we could finish, the two were taken away by Alice, who dragged them out of the castle. That went much smoother than expected. But she believed the lie so quickly and then bid us all a happy farewell. How naive. Farewell? This is a world where we're all forced to part ways all too often. But maybe, none of us are good at saying goodbye. Not good at saying goodbye. Huh, someone said the same thing to me a long time ago. A conversation from long ago, so distant that I wouldn't intentionally recall it, yet it surfaced unexpectedly at this moment. Was it a coincidence, an overwhelming sense of yearning, or... Captain? Can Can we move on to the next cell now? Yes, let's not waste any time. We mustn't keep Teresa waiting too long. Next cell. Next cell? Oh, let's just follow it. Yeah, there's no jumping there. Okay, I'm heading far. It was in the middle. Okay, hold on. Let's tell it. If it's in the middle. Okay. Oh, there we go. Teleport. It's a prison cell, right? Here we go. After some chanting, the familiar white glow came into view. My name is Teresa, and I'm a detective who can crack any case. What would you like to? Whoa! You look just like me. Sorry, kid, but you're too young to be moaning about your boring life. Of course, I'm not telepathic. I'm just a detective, not a magic girl. I am able to see through you because I've met lots of clients like you. Anyway, the solution will never come to you if you wallow in despair and give up. You want a hug? Alright, as long as it makes you happy. Then she bites her. The incisive detective leaned against her chair and took a nap, as if she had finished her work early. I'm sorry, I lied. I didn't get bored of the world that a person lives in. Just want that person to be able to live a better life. Teresa bolted upright in bed. So sleepy. I'm exhausted. Huh? When did I get back here? And why are you... Detective Teresa, time to deduce. Not you again. Forget about that. Miss Teresa, we're sending you home. How's the girl doing? Karen had grown tired of making up a new story every time. Besides, Teresa was more than likely to see past any falsehood, and it didn't help her feel better either. What can I do for her? We appreciate the help, detective. Since we can get you out, we can save her as well. You're a bit of a ragtag bunch, though. I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. By the way, write to me if you're so sure. With a wave of her hand, Teresa stepped out of the cage along with Himiko and Kalen. All our problems should be solved once we send you back. After all, it's my fault that you were summoned to our world. The fluctuations in the formation plunged me into a deserted island. For the past 3 years, I've been monitoring you. But for some reason, I always see that person in you. Now, I can finally say with full certainty, you are that person. The week I spent with you nearly changed my life. Hearing her words made me think that I couldn't let her down. As more Teresas were rescued, bits and pieces of their past coalesced, and clarified the memory with Kongming. I didn't know if my mind was playing tricks on me or if it was genuine. Deep down in my heart, I hoped that everything would be okay before it was too late. Okay, we teleported here. Using the information recorded in the notes, we relocated all the Teresas in the correct order. However, is Kome really leaving herself with no way out? I frantically flipped through the notes, but there was only information about every one of the Teresa we'd managed to rescue. Darn it, weren't there any clues about her in here? What is Kongming thinking? Did she really forget about herself? No, it was intentional. Wait, Bronny. I went over Kongming's list again. This place, it's blank. I felt like it was intentionally left for someone, and whoever wrote this entry hesitated. Indeed, Such a huge space must have been left on purpose. Could she have been in a hurry and not had time to finish? Or maybe she didn't know what to write down after all. Kongming can't get back to her bubble universe anymore. Miss Kongming, who would have thought that you would one day make such miscalculations as well? Huh? What's the big deal? As long as she has a beloved place in mind, we'll get her back. She spent the majority of her time not in her original bubble universe, but elsewhere. Bonnie flashed her distinctive smile. Oh, Hyperion! And I knew exactly what she was thinking. In that case, I'll be her anchor this time around. Sirin, let's try one more time. Use me as a beacon and get Kongming back. On it. But Captain, we need you to provide enough anchors related to Kongming. Sure, I'll show you our history. Even if you had left me no clues, I could still find you within my memories of our past. Not just my memories, the experiences we went through together were intangible. You once said to me, I'll stay by your side no matter how hard it is. I now ask you to fulfill your promise, Captain. I promised that I would always be there for you. But as it turns out, you're the one who's fulfilling it. Despite all that has transpired, you have never left my side. Even if you gave up on me now, I would not hold a grudge against you. How could I ever hate you? Back then, it was as if I was drowning and grasping at straws. I didn't even have to think time to think about how I could rescue you. You don't have to take responsibility for everything. I'll always be there for you to share your burdens. You taught me how to trust a person. Because of you, I believe I can save others. And this time, I'll keep my promise too. I'll bring you back. I'll bring a happy ending for everyone. Mr. Assassin, I want that. Please buy it for me. It's been a long time since you called me that, and it's almost impossible to hear you speak that way now. I remember that there's a tradition. If you write your wish on the sky lantern, it will bring your wish to the heavens above. Do you have a wish to write on the lantern? Let's light lanterns when we're back. When you're back. Damn! Meanwhile, Sirin was gathering thousands of memories and condensing them into a ball of light. It was resplendent, like a lantern meant to light Kongming back home. Please, dig deeper. Please guide this lost adventurer. She's back! Kongming! Kongming! As I held Kongming in my arms, her eyes opened ever so slightly. ... Her eyes regained their former limpidity. You did it. You brought me back. Of course. You're indispensable to me. The weakened Kongming hugged my neck tightly with unexpected strength. I knew it. I knew you could make it. Kongming, wait. Ahem, Miss Kongming? Huh? With a sudden realization, Kongming pushed me away. Captain, are you okay? Sorry, it's my... No, it's because she popped out of nowhere and scared me half to death. Hey, what's so weird about having other people around? Regardless, don't do that again. Despite her angry retort, Kongming let out a light-hearted chuckle as she turned back to me. Huh? What's that look for? Do you not want me to come back? No, I was just wondering why you left a blank space for yourself in the notes, when you could have clearly written how we can save you. Oh? So what you think? Her initial expression, which read of shock, changed to something more inscrutable. I didn't leave that space for me. Huh? That means I trust you. I knew you wouldn't need any clues to save me. That blank space stands for the last Teresa. Head to the ferryman. What? As we did before, we returned to where she disappeared. Since you can be an anchor to reconstruct me, and this might work for her too. So your plan was to treat yourself like a lab rat? Was this within your expectations too, Gongming? I just wanted to be sure of a few things. I couldn't guarantee that this was a flawless method after all. It wasn't, then you live the rest of your life filled with regret. I'm gonna quote that later on. I believe your plans are always flawless. It brought me the utmost comfort to see that Coming had come back to me safe and sound. Which reminds me, everything would get better. We were already seeing a hope through Kongming's return. Don't jinx it. I can't be sure if it will actually work. After all, let's see. We've already tried so many times. I bet this would work on Luna too. Thank you, Sirin. Why are you standing on ceremony? You don't need to. Anyway, thank me after it's done. I shall build the bridge for you, the girl under the crimson moon. All you must do is traverse through the haze of this dreamland and return to the moonlight. Sirin stood on the patio and began to chant in a low voice, beckoning to her broken dream. Huh? Something wrong, Sirin? I knew the answer the moment the luminescent ball made of dreams failed to appear in Sirin's palm. How strange. I'm unable to detect any trace of dreams here. What? But those cages are packed with Teresa's dreams. So, Rita inhaled deeply, her hands tapped in the air. She sensed something I could not see. Indeed, I cannot see things with the same rapidity as Miss Sirin, but I do have the same feeling. There's nothing here. What's going on? What went wrong? ... Calm down. I don't understand. Why did this work on everyone else but Luna? ... Tell me, between the other Teresas, myself included, and this Luna you speak of, what's the difference? Maybe she's a vampire? She lives in a castle? And maybe it's got something to do with the lost Ether Anchor fragment? You idiot, isn't it obvious? Those Teresas didn't want to vanish into thin air, and neither did I. But she had made up her mind to leave this world when she began planning her death. What? She rejected this world and every other one she has been to. After all, Sirin can use magic to connect with Teresa's old memories before they came to the castle. ... No wonder. She said that it wasn't a farewell and that she wanted me to remember our memories. So, she had long planned to live here. ... You fool. What's the point in crying now? I'm sorry. I'm not putting the blame on you. All I want to say is, what if there was another way? Huh? Since she's trying so hard to avoid being pulled back into the bubble universe, why don't we go to her instead? Go to her? You heard me. When we were erased from this world, there was a vague sense that we were being pulled into a void. I thought that was our dreamland, where we could not feel anything, only time continued marching forward. However, the concept of time should not exist in dreams. Time and space were in shabless there. It was as if thousands of different bubble universes were... I pressed it! Were clashing with each other. You mean you were in the intangible bubble universes? No, Accurately speaking, we weren't inside any specific bubble universe, but between them, like a rift between universes. Because she's not in any of the bubble universes, you won't be affected by Luna anymore. In the same way, you won't be able to force her back into this world. To reach the rift between worlds, you require sufficient amounts of matter and energy as mediums, neither of which we have. World drift. Wait, Rita mentioned that before. Rosemary once told me about that guy who collected a bunch of ether anchors. Apparently, he was attempting to crack the world drift open. If he succeeded, perhaps we could do the same thing? Sorry, that wasn't a question. Okay. If we were to gather the required amount of ether anchors, we could follow the link left by Luna and open a way to the world drift. We're not exactly spoiled for choice, though. The only ether anchor fragment we have on hand is the one from Sapphire. I know some places with ether anchors. After a moments of hesitation, Kallen broke the silence and took out a shiny fragment. Phew! It's done. Now, everyone lives in the same repeated cycle, and no one will notice me. That human's idea actually wasn't half bad. Don't you think so, sister? Huh? So, you already noticed me. Yeah, with the ether anchor, I no longer require blood to sustain myself, and I'm capable of things that I couldn't even have imagined in the past. I'm still not a fan of sunlight though. So you see, I'm no longer that needy little kid always hiding behind your back. I'm sustaining an entire world's stability. Huh? Sister, why do you look so pale? Nothing. You must be suffering. Here, take it. Is this what that person wants from you? Why is there only one left? Take it. I'm unsure as to how it will affect you, but I'm willing to bet it do something good. I can't accept this. What about that person? Let me worry about that. All you have to concern yourself with is staying alive. With mixed feelings reflected in her eyes, she recalled her memories. Luna split the ether anchor into 3 and handed the strongest fragment to me. You need the ether anchor more than any of us, Captain. Use this. Wait, Kallen, what will happen to you if the captain takes that ether anchor? You connected with Luna. She's gone. Yet nothing happened to you. That means that you two have been disconnected, and this ether anchor fragment is your new life source. You may be right. Maybe this was all part of her plan. That being said, maybe she had a backup plan. You guys take it. I'll find another way to survive. This is too risky. I will not put your life on the line. Don't be silly, my friend. That guy wouldn't have spent so much effort collecting a bunch of ether anchors in one piece. Was all it took to crack the world drift open. So we still got a fighting chance. That guy is called Ferryman, right? He has what we need. Right. If we can find that guy and snatch those ether anchors from him, we may still have a chance to save Miss Luna and put a stop to this entire nefarious scheme. Ether anchor fragments. That's it. When the ferryman came to snatch Luna's ether anchor fragments, he came on a huge ship. I wanted to go after him with the Hyperion, but I couldn't locate that ship. Since this fragment shares the same source as the fragment from Sapphire and the one from the ferryman, you should be able to locate the ferryman through their shared energy channel, Sirin. I see. That might just work. Let me try. Is this the last chance you're giving me, Luna? Sirin reached out and touched the fragment in Kallen's palm, chanting in a low voice. Shortly after that, she found the answer. It's located near the beach we just saw on the way here. Alright then, let's hit the road. Unless I'm mistaken, the ferryman is already lighting up the ether anchor. We'd better be quick. Got it. In order to change the order, one must trigger multiple consequences and connect the chosen bubble universes together. So that's why the ferryman was trying to light the ether anchor up when Luna simultaneously erased all the Teresa from the world and triggered the heavy consequences in this bubble universe. But we still stick to each other, we still stand a chance. I made up my mind. This time, I'll rely on my own power to arrive at an ending where no one will be hurt. Okay, hold on. Where is the part we can see the characters? Do we? Do we? I swear to God, I saw Lona. Okay, there's no button. Fuck you. Okay. The beach. What? By the sandy beach of Sapphire, a massive ship was anchored. Its hatch was wide open, as if welcoming us. The ferryman intentionally stopped the boat at a place that's easy for us to find, so he's probably waiting for us. I'm pressing enter! This might be a good thing for us, at least we don't have to go through a lot of trouble finding him. God damn it. Why? I'm pressing enter, it's not clicking anymore. But this ship gives me an ominous feeling. Are you scared, Sirin? It's not too late to back out now. Once we go in, there might be no turning back. I'm not scared. Without me, do you really think you guys can rescue that Teresa? Indeed, among us, only Miss Sirin can perform magic to achieve that. That's right. So I can't just leave you all on your own. Then we'll be counting on you. Hey, don't forget that the most crucial part still relies on you. So put your back into it. Our fate is in your hands now. Certainly, leave it to me. The plan must succeed. I've checked the situation behind the hatch. Aside from it being dimly lit, there's no sign of enemies. We should be able to go in directly. No traps? It's almost too safe. Please rest assured, Miss Kalin. Their plan has reached its final step. There's no need to use such methods to stop us. How can you be so calm? Which side are you really on? I'm sorry, Miss Sirin. I'm just trying to alleviate unnecessary worries for everyone. We've already come this far. There's no other choice. Indeed, the ferryman is aware of our intention to board this ship. Nevertheless, we have no alternative but to proceed and enter into his scheme. Well, things will be simpler this way. Since we have such confidence in his plan, let's beat him at his own game. Still, we should be cautious. We're not sure what cards he has up his sleeve. Based on our previous encounters, neither the ninja or Delta was easy to deal with. In any case, we've decided to board this ship. There's no time to waste. The sooner we find him, the better chance we have to stop him. Yes, let's get going. As Himiko said, we passed through the hatch and entered the ship without any obstruction. Unlike what we had imagined, the interior of this ship was dilapidated, as if it could collapse at any moment. Is this really his lair? It looked quite sophisticated from the outside, but the inside is pretty ancient. Gotta say, it's quite a miracle that this thing can still move. Other than being run down, this place reminds me of Hyperion. It's more like identical? Strong magical fluctuation. I sense the space here is very unstable. Sirin, can you pinpoint the source of the fluctuations? Over there. Celine pointed her hand towards the closed hatch ahead. If this ship had the same structure as Hyperion, that should be the location of the bridge. I believe that's the bridge. It's there. Let's go find out. Sure. Hyperion! Okay. Wait, I can't level up? Oh, wait. The hatch seems to be locked. Can't be open. Rita, you've been on this ship before, right? Yes. How can we open this door? Or is there another way for us to reach the bridge? This is the only path to the bridge. The door can't be opened because the ship's power system has been cut off. I see. So if we restore the power system, the door will open. Theoretically, yes. There should be something like an energy pod here, similar to Hyperion. Once we reach that, we should be able to restore the power system, right? Rita, do you know where the energy pod is? Can you lead us there? Of course. Everyone, follow me. Can I level up this? Pressure switch. Okay, wait, what? Okay, Kallen, give me a hand here. No, the door on this side is locked as well. Himiko and Kallen used both their hands, trying to force the door open, but it didn't budge. Rita, this side is locked too. Indeed, without the power supply for the ship, this door won't open. Then what should we do? Is there another path? Through the side door over there, there's another passage leading to the energy pod's back door. It's quite old and should be easier to open. But when we passed by earlier, the side doors seem locked as well. This is really inconvenient. Is there any backup power supply on this ship? There is, Miss Brony. In fact, the ship should have portable energy sources for emergency use, but I don't know where they are kept. Shopee. Hold on. Chok. And chok. Okay. Wait a minute. There's something glowing on the floor over there. Huh? Glowing. Is this a battery? It seems that we got lucky. This is one of the portable energy sources I was talking about. Looks like my words are good as gold today. So, with this, can we directly open the door to the energy pod? I'm afraid not. The power of this emergency energy source isn't enough to open it, but it should be enough to open the side door nearby. So, we need to go through the side door to reach the energy pod's back door, right? From what it looks like, that seems to be the case. Alright then, moving forward is better than running around like a headless chicken. Let's get going. Yes, let's check out the side door. Temporary. This one? We're in! This is the living area of the ship. Passing through that area below will lead us to the back door of the energy pod. Quite a series of blockades. I mean, seriously, there are so many doors here. Are we supposed to find an energy source for each one? No, we can detach the energy source from the doors that are already open. That should save us some effort. Even so, we don't have enough of them. There are at least 2 locked doors over there. There should be more stored here. Let's search around. I guess we are left with no other option. Okay, let's search for more. What a messy room. This is the ship's storage room. Once you activate the cleaning system over there, it will automatically clean up the clutter. But with so much clutter here, it's hard to get through. Yes, let's all think of a way together. So it's a puzzle. Hey, so clearly I should supposed to move this. Then what others can you push? This one? This one? No, if I push this one to that, I can't reach it. But let's try. Okay, 1, 2. There's Delta. Oh wait, I forgot Magic Dijin was at the other side. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay, so place this. Then use this. Huh? This door is pressure sensitive. It will open when a heavy object is placed on the switch. What if we remove the object? Sirin took a step back from the switch and the surrounding door rose again. Huh. Why did it close as I stepped off? Seems that our combined weight happened to be enough to trigger this mechanism. Does it have to be all of us? Yes, but I remember there's a special tool stored here that might help us activate such doors. There is a display stand in the front with a crown made of willow branches quietly placed at its center. Hold on. There we go. Perhaps it was because of the passage of time. The once green willow branches that had turned dry and yellow and even covered in heavy dust. I could sense its value. As well as its fragility. It's odd, but I sense a strong magical aura around it. Captain, you should pick it up. Are you sure? I feel like it will shatter with a touch. It won't come to that, I assure you, Captain. Alright, I'll give it a try. I cautiously lifted it up and only to find that it had way far beyond its appearance. It's quite heavy. Wait, why is it glowing? The dried willow branches began to emit a faint light. A horn-shaped object emerged from the center of the crown out of thin air. It grew larger and larger until it became a huge brick and dropped to the ground. That's the power it holds? Yes, long ago it helped people build towering walls to keep floods at bay. Now its power has weakened over time and can only create a brick. I see. We can use it to trigger the mechanism. Yes. But Rita, I have one more question. Does it have a name? A name? It does, in a way. Back then, we call it justice. Wow. So I will not carry it. I will carry it around. Oh, dailies. Sufficient ticket. Damn. Ay, what? No! How can we get it? At least we got one. Oh, nice. Hold on. I said hold on! Too much what? No! Let me go back! I need the chest! Wait. God damn it. Get it? Teleport. Oh my god. Okay, fine. Investigate. Okay. Are your ears covered? Isn't this approach a bit too violent? Well, there's no other way. Everyone, step back and brace yourself for impact. Trackers, start the detonation. The smoke dispersed. Under the drone's drafting shots, a massive crack formed in the power system's protective shield. You made this place even more broken. You'd best be careful for any retaliation, Bronny. Don't worry, if that guy truly cared about this ship, it wouldn't have turned into this sorry state. Look, the door shaft is heavily worn. The smoke alarm system is broken. The maintenance record for the control system are from years ago, and even the screens are shattered. Bronny attempted to activate the emergency power supply unit, but she kept shaking her head. This heap of junk is clearly of no value to that guy anymore. What has this ship been through exactly? It's not that bad. Take a look at this timer on the wall. It's still relatively new. Stop wandering around, Captain. Come give us a hand. This control lever is rusted, so we need to push it upwards with force. I nodded and exerted all my strength to push the control lever to its limit. The light on the ship flickered to life, barely maintaining themselves in a almost extinguished state. Let's go. The door to the bridge should be open now. Hehe. The sound of electric currents resonated, and disdainful laughter emanated from the broadcast within the energy pod. Welcome. Since you willingly come aboard this ship, I believe introductions are unnecessary. You're the owner of this ship. Not quite the owner, just a humble boatman. Ferryman. I'm glad everyone is here. You've done well, Miss Rita. ... In that instance, the air seemed to have frozen. We involuntarily turned our gaze towards Rita, but she didn't say anything. She simply stood there quietly, wearing her usual gentle smile. You think saying that will get you what you want? Nice try. Exactly, such tricks are out of date. The voice in the broadcast remained unresponsive, only letting out another sneer. Now that you've made your choice, let's play a game. You want to get to the bridge, yes? In the engine room on both sides there are some mechanisms. If you can take care of them, you'll achieve your goal. Why should we believe what you said? Who cares about rules? We can find a way to go directly to the bridge and talk to you face to face. Hehe. Without rewards as incentives, people naturally lose interest in games. So, to make this more entertaining, prepare to welcome gifts for you. The crack screen lit up, splitting the image into two. Two familiar figures were pacing anxiously within the screen. Kasumi? Delta. They're just following my orders and guarding the mechanisms. No, there's something wrong. They seem to be enduring some sort of pain. What you have done to them? Hehe, your observations are indeed keen. You might not know yet, but there's a drug that can enhance the human body in a short time. However, as a side effect, the subject will succumb to death within 60 minutes. When you enter the ship, I told them the final moment of battle was approaching and convinced them to take that drug. Injection vials that can neutralize the poison are stored in the engine rooms on both sides. They can be used to alleviate their pain. Whether to use them or not is up to you. Aren't they not working for you? Why would you treat them this way? Just reveal yourself already. Precisely because they've been working for me. The plan has progressed so smoothly. You wicked fox. Oh, you're flattering me. Have you seen the timer on the wall? It displays the time they have left. 32 minutes remain. You! Unfortunately, you've wasted too much time. The crimson numbers flickered, and in the midst of the conversation, the last digit changed once again. So what will it be? Play the game or come directly to the bridge? The decision is yours. ... I tried my best to get hold of myself. The ferryman was undoubtedly buying time, but there was really only one choice. Let's split up and head to the engine rooms. Split up. God damn it. Let's split up. A few minutes later. Kallen, is the engine room this way? According to the map, yes. Himiko and Kallen headed off, one ahead of the other, their breathing echoing through the empty corridor. I've got no idea where those mechanisms might be. We'll have to look for them. You search this place and I'll go that way. Okay. We failed. What? We got the vials and we planned to deactivate the mechanism while the computer was analyzing the liquid composition, but it turned out to be a waste of time. That old fox kept crucial information from us. The mechanism in both engine rooms must be deactivated simultaneously, otherwise they'll be automatically restored. So let's do our best. Okay. Are you nervous? Is it really that obvious? Your voice gave you away. Well, we're still unsure about the kind of person we're dealing with. The girl works for the ferryman and she should be quite dangerous. Her strength is indeed remarkable, but I think that maybe she's not so different from us. Do you know her? Kallen nodded. Her name is Kasumi. I met her twice on my missions. The first time, I approached her to deliberately pass on false information. She didn't say much and didn't raise her guard against me. She treated me like a chance encounter and even gave me a piece of candy. The second time, she saw through my false information and searched for clues about me in the town. At that time, I desperately hoped they could save my sister. So I left a candy wrapper in a street corner, hoping that it could give me a chance at redemption. Even though she knew I lied to her and I was nearby, she didn't raise her weapon. We exchanged information and she quietly listened to my story. Though she was still mostly silent, I could sense that she looked at me like I was someone she knew. Maybe she recognized you before you realized it. I don't know, but I'm certain that her gaze was directly at me as if I were someone else. That gentle light in her eyes had nothing to do with me. Maybe to her, I was just a passing liar. Why not find out when you meet her later? Forget it. Someone like me shouldn't have friends to begin with. My life and my time, they are just borrowed things. Having survived till now, I dare not ask for more. What you said seems to make sense, but you already have a friend now. Huh? How about a refreshing drink, Colin? Before she could respond, a canned drink was tossed into her hands. Thank you. You don't seem as reserved towards me as when we first met. Along this journey, you've been encouraging me a lot. Yeah, when did that start? Colin saw the red-haired girl turn around with a smile, her high ponytail dancing playfully. By the way, I found the vials the ferryman mentioned. In her reach out palm, a vial reflected pale blue under the light. Let's go. The ninja lady needs us now. Oh, we're separated. Oh, I can press Q then go back to... Yoink. Yay! Okay, first the chest. Oh, there we go. Major plot. Never mind. Have to move forward carefully. I just passed her. We're here, Kasumi. Are you alright? The once stiff and strong ninja was now leaning against the wall with her eyes tightly shut, seemingly enduring great pain. Ugh. She seems to have a fever. Himiko, has Miss Brony managed to analyze the vial's composition? Not yet. Give her a bit more time. You heard it, Kasumi. Just hold on a little longer. The pain will subside. The ninja was painting heavily. Her sweat soaked her soaked hair clung to her pale cheeks. You're Colin. Leave. I don't wish to harm you. I know. We're here to save you. Hey, I've got the results. Based on the preliminary assessment, the composition should be safe for use. Seems like that old fox didn't play any tricks on this one. Thanks, Miss Brony. Don't worry about it. We're all in this together. The combination was cut off. Himiko unlocked the vial's safety cap and the blue liquid flowed into the syringe. It might hurt a bit. No, don't! Colin, help me hold her down. Sure. The vial... No. It's okay, it'll be over soon. Just like consoling her baby sister to take bitter medicine, Colin comforted the ninja in a soft voice. The liquid in the vial quickly diminished and the ninja's body grew hotter. So hot. Her condition seems a bit off. Are you sure the dose is safe? Why? Soul. Transfer. Experiment. Kasumi? Enough. Creating me abruptly, deciding my fate without my consent, and giving me that name. Yae Machi. If I hadn't come, if I never existed, would you have been able to live on? I'm nothing but a tool, with nothing to my name, already long accustomed to solitude. Why give me hope? Don't be afraid. Are you having a nightmare? Kalin gently stroked the ninja's hair, trying to soothe her, but her hand was knocked aside. Don't touch me! Let her go, Kalin. Awaits the injection side effects. Kasumi can't tell friends and foes apart now. She's dangerous. She seems to be holding something in her hand. Maybe a clue she left for us. I can take it. Wait! She finally pried the ninja's fingers apart. There's a rainbow-colored lollipop in her hands. Huh? The next moment, the ninja flung Kalin away fiercely. Leave! Don't come near me! I have to battle her. Oh my god. Need to drink water. Oh shit. With element. Oh, Keshiron. The gloss of the blooming sakura dispels darkness of the night. In the quiet night, pink petals fell gently and covered the ground. She was a sharp blade, a fatal weapon groomed to be a ninja. Obeying orders was her instinct. Being needed by others was the purpose of her existence. She had expected it, but hearing that command still brought her a pang. Why? The pitch-black cloak disappeared beyond the door, and the unspoken words stayed unsaid. The ninja self-deprecatingly smiled and drank the potion. She had long grown accustomed to walking in the dark and to being abandoned. Now, you don't need me anymore, do you? The nightmares of the past intertwined her heart like thorns. She seemed to hear someone calling her name, yet it felt like an illusion. Now, it's finally ending. But, why does my heart feel so much regret? A droplet fell onto the back of her hand. Please, you must wake up. Kasumi. Hi. How are you feeling now? Sorry, It's okay. I'm glad you're awake. I know you had no choice. By the way, nice to meet you. I'm Himiko. That. No, wait. The mechanisms are not yet. Don't worry, we've already taken care of them. Miss Brown and Miss Siren also handled the ones on their side, their ends, so it's safe now. Well then, let's part ways here. The ninja turned around, supported herself against the wall, and took a step forward. Where are you going? After being treated like this, are you still going to obey his commands? Kasumi, he's using you. I know. Don't worry, I won't die easily. Ever since I could remember things, I've been alone. I've long accepted the reality of being a tool. No, you shouldn't be like that. You're not a tool. It's okay, Kalin. Being useful is enough for me. But now, I'm no longer needed. I don't know where to go anymore. Then be in use of captain. A hand gently grabbed the ninja's arm. And how about coming with us? The girl with the white hair looked at her earnestly, shaking the lollipop in her hand. The iridescent wrapper Iridescent wrapper created shimmering ripples in her eyes. How did you get this? You were holding on to it, so I thought it might be something important. I mean, that's not what I wanted to tell you. We're headed to the bridge. It's not too late to say goodbye after you've figured things out and find a new purpose of life. Our immediate concern is giving that ferryman guy a good beating. Who does he think he is? Not only has he messed up the world, but he also treated those who work for him as mere pawns. This kind of guy needs a hard lesson or two. When we meet that ferryman later, don't go easy on him, okay? Kasumi smiled weakly. She was pondering what to say in this situation when her ears caught a similar disturbance in the air. The next moment, the echoing metallic corridor magnified the sound, and the chaotic cries reverberated like summer thunder. Just as I expected. His plans are never simple. Let's go, Kasumi. We need to regroup with the others. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we should regroup more now before we go any other things. That old fox kept crucial information from us. The mechanism in both engine rooms must be activated simultaneously, otherwise they will automatically be restored. So let's do our best. I've already synchronized with them. Now it's time to solve some puzzles. Do you remember the steps we took earlier? Who'd remember that? All those confusing mechanisms. Whoever came up with this must be total nuts. Looks like we have to start from the beginning. I remember we should begin with the safety barrier. This way. Sirin followed Bronny, heading deeper into the engine room. The decorations on your hat looks like ears. Oh, you think they're cool too? Cool? No, I find them annoying. Oh, I get it. You want something like this too, right? No problem. I can get you something similar when we get back. I don't want it. It keeps swinging around and I feel like if I stare at it for too long, it will hypnotize me. Why else would I always recall that time when Delta and I were traversing Bubble universes, searching for clues? Perhaps because of their similar heights, she was more used to trailing behind Delta than Captain and Rita. Delta might look cold, but she was surprisingly easy to talk to. What's on her mind exactly? You mean Delta? Yeah, I still remember the look on her face after the Miracle Stone was destroyed. The mission failed, but she looked relieved. Why would she even stay on that ship? Obviously, he doesn't care about her safety. Who knows? Maybe it's like a stray cat finding a somewhat sturdy cardboard box and deciding to go inside. It was quite a funny guess. It can't be that simple, can it? How about we give it a try later? Perhaps a box and see if Delta crawls into it. Exactly. Well, since she needs a reason to fight, let's give her one. You really have a twisted sense of fun. Oh, come on. I'm just a well-intentioned rabbit. Well-intentioned. Wow. we got? Do we go there? Oh, never mind. Time is ticking. It's better avoid directly confrontation. Better kill them first before teleporting. Hi, Delta. In the dim space, blue-pink paint splattered everywhere. It was a concentrate manifestation of Delta's emotions. Judging from the amount of splatter, she's emotionally unstable. Did you find her? Not yet. She's pretty short. If she's squatting in some corner, it's actually really hard to spot her. Oh well, let magic lend a hand then. Don't move. The drone captured a thermal image, and it's getting closer. Even without help from any device, Sirin could hear faint rumbling breaths and the sound of a massive sword scraping the ground. Hey, Delta, you're just in time. Dot. It's been a few days, and you look terrible. Get lost! Uh-oh, looks like we're not welcome here. Try to chill out. This injection is mostly safe and will make you feel better. Don't move. I'm getting this injection, so you'll just have to bear it. The sound of glass shattering rang out. Delta had snatched the syringe and smashed it against the wall. The sharp glass had sliced her hand as she began to sob out. I told you to get lost! Do you hate getting a shot that much? What do you think we should do, little Sirin? We'll have to first eat her, of course. Luckily, we've got another syringe here. Don't touch me! Are you all deaf? Go away! Is this how you treat friends? I've said it before, we're enemies. Get out of my sight, now! Well, it's not up to you. I don't care if your brain's messed up or if you're on some convoluted mission. If I have to knock you down to make sure you survive, I'll do it. Okay, battle. Ow! Don't let her move! There we go! I came out from the door, holy shit! Burp. Fight! I must keep fighting. Why raise such a big sword? Why keep on running? None of it matters. Can't look back as long as she's alive. If she doesn't stop, she'll be able to find a thread of old memories in this pure white nightmare. But eventually, she fell, collapsing heavily into the snow, unable to move at all. Transparent, icy snowflakes fell one after another, covering her soft and comfy like a cozy quilt. She remembered her childhood, how she was always the one who hated getting out of bed, especially in winter. Rosa Idioka, if you don't get up now, I'm gonna eat your breakfast. Why blurred that? We already know. Hehe. You can do that because I'll dad you back into bed. Hey, let go of me. Just sleep a bit longer with me, Lilia. Think about it. It's so cold outside, but we can just lie here in the warm bed and watch the snow. Think how comfortable it will be. The biting cold air stimulated her airways. She couldn't help but cough a few times. I love to hear her call me Idioka again. She laughed at herself. This desire buried so deep under the snow would never come true now. Idioka. My patience is running thin. Wake up. Do you hear me? You think you can get away with hitting me on the head with that sword? I felt like finding a piece of broken glass in a candy, or biting into a big piece of ginger while eating stewed potatoes. Delta felt like she was choking. What's with the ruckus? I just wanted to rest for a while. Hey, what are you doing? Delta opened her eyes and found herself lying at the center of a series of magic circles. A pair of scissors lay next to her, and the bizarre patterns on the scissor emitted an oddly disorienting light. Lucky you woke up before little Sirin tried using revival magic for the first time. They say that magic was found in some forbidden book, and if something goes wrong, you might grow 4 ears or 8 legs. It's really a stroke of luck that it wasn't used on you. Why didn't you stop her? Why would I? She was working hard to save you. You just wanted to see me grow 4 ears, didn't you? It'd be fascinating, don't you think? Forget it. I've got no time to deal with you. I have things to do. I have to go. She stood up, intending to leave, but instead popped into Siren's rosy nose as she turned around. Stop. You're crying again? You can't be this concerned about an enemy. Don't get delusional. I'm not concerned about you. Just have to wake you up. Beating up someone whose mind is clouded by nightmares doesn't give me a sense of accomplishment. How childish. It's not a nightmare, but a rare, pleasant dream. Delta closed her eyes and smiled, as if savoring the bitter-sweet snow in her dream. Has she really woken up? Doesn't seem like it. Bonnie shook her head and made an exaggerated expression of hopelessness. Hey, your voices are too loud, even when you whisper. What bad luck to run into you. By the way, where's your captain? I'm guessing your captain's come along too. You guess it right. You'll know where captain is soon enough. What? She was interrupted by a sudden loud noise. That sound! Did you already take care of all of the mechanism in the engine rooms? Don't worry, they were taken care of long ago. That sounded like it came from far off. Judging by the direction, it seems to be coming from the central passage. Could it be? You know, Captain always marches into danger alone and never listens to others. We need your help. After all, you're very skilled and know the lay of the land. Was it on me? Was it to me? This is your what's it to me? Yeah, this is your captain, not mine. For a moment, a slightly forlorn expression appeared on Delta's face. She rubbed her eyes, then hummed nonchalantly. Funny, seeking help from enemies. Is that what your captain taught you? I can't be bothered with that. I just found you agreeable. There are plenty of suitable candidates, but there's only one Idioka named Delta. Tisk. What do you say? Are you interested in taking on a mission? The reward is quite generous. Hey, don't love me into with the likes of you. But I'll take you up on your offer. Just this once. Bunny winked at Siren and whistled cheerfully. See? The little animals has entered the box. Let's go meet up with everyone. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Tell me! Hey! So the box is the money. Doink. Get that. Activate. Then kill these things. Then go right through. At the same time, Captain, the two engine rooms have been cleared, and Miss Delta as well the ninja are both recovering. Nodding, I shot a darting glance towards the front of the passageway. Bathed in the shadows, a swarm of enemies surged forth like a wave. Now it's our turn. This guy is famous for pulling stunts like this, so it doesn't come as a surprise. Nevertheless, the sheer amount of Honkai beasts here is astonishing. To be able to command that many Honkai beasts and simultaneously launch a surprise attack through the center passage, there is no pushover we're dealing with here, Miss Rita. It can't be helped. The ferryman is not someone to be trifled with, and is someone who never leaves any loose ends. If we want to end this here and emerge victorious, we'll have to be exceedingly cautious. Heh, same boring old trick as usual if you ask me. An honest person never plays dirty. Don't let me ever catch you sleeping like that, Captain. I wouldn't dare. I figured as much. You and the ferryman are as different as chalk and cheese. I still remember what you said to me when I first met you. Coming clump up all of a sudden and her ears flashed red. Oh, it's nothing worth mentioning. Let's just focus on the matter at hand. Well, as for the here and now, how's the preparation going, Master Combing? Those beasts are chomping at the bit to tear us to shreds. All done. The circle is complete. Come on, let's clear a path through them. Oh, portal. It's been a while. Okay, hi guys. What's up with this door? It won't budge. Sorry, but the ferryman seems to have someone sealed the door of the bridge. No surprise there. He had everything under his control right from the start. If we had chosen to skip the game and head directly to the bridge, it wouldn't have changed much. Maybe we should meet with Miss Bronny. Her drone could potentially create an opening from above. No, time isn't on our side. We don't know how much time the ferryman needs to ignite those ether anchors, or how long the bubble universe's link for Luna will last. Seeing as the structure of this ship is similar to that of the Hyperion, there may be a way to enter the bridge directly from the deck. Seems viable to me, more or less. I mean, simple yet feasible. My favorite. Come on, the deck isn't far from here. The deck. I have to swim. Wait, I can't cross here? Oh, shit. There we go. Oh, those are poisonous. Oh my god. Oh, wait. There we go. Storage room. Boom! Oh wait, push, push, another push, then activate. Then go through you. I said push! Oh my god, it's so hot. Need to turn on my fan. Okay, there we go. And another push. Last one. And activate. There we go. Then we place you here. Then get you. Okay, there we go. Ay, there's water everywhere. There's no way we can get through this. Wait, what's that? Ahead of us, placed on the exhibition stand, was a shining piece of crystal. The biting chill. I don't know. The biting chill it gave off rendered everyone nearly immobile. This was once an ether anchor and the heart of a world. To stop the bubble universe from deteriorating, the mountain god of that world used their own heart to freeze it. It both protected and suffocated that world all at once. Only when the spirits... Okay, my god. And only when the sprites awoke from the frozen springs was it finally removed from the everlasting frost. Afterward, this core wound up in that master's hands, though it ceased to be an ether anchor in the wake of that bubble universe's destruction. It can still lower the surrounding temperature in the blink of an eye. In other words, it's capable of freezing things instantly. Precisely. Freeze the water then, so we can pass. Good idea. Let's get started. We have to put a stop to all of this. Freeze! There we go. Okay. Hehe. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Wait, what's the other... Oh, there we go, shortcut. And we can upgrade. Oh my god, only 29? Ow! Oh wait. I want to battle. Ui. Oh shit. Never mind. There was neither a hint of sound nor a shred of light. The bridge was submerged in complete darkness. I even began to doubt whether or not the ferryman was truly there. Having fun, Captain? The light on the bridge illuminated one by one. The ferryman. Damn. You're too slow. You wasted more time than I expected. Directly in front of us, the ferryman sat on the rickety bridge. Their monotone voice laced with a slightly tinge of disappointment. Looking around, I found no trace of the enter anchor. You had the choice to proceed directly to the bridge, but instead you opted to split off into 3 groups like a bunch of lemmings running themselves straight off a cliff. Truly fascinating. You even want to save your enemy? What a hopeless case you are. Not like your kind. I care nothing about Delta and the ninja's identity. I want to help everyone equally. I respect all my opponents. Even if our paths cross, I will always be victorious fair and square. I never resort to underhanded tactics. Damn! The sonorous sound of applause cracked through the space. Bravo! A marvelous speech indeed. But what are you really after? Have you come to snatch the Ether Anchor? Unfortunately, I don't believe you're quite capable of controlling them just yet. Or is it that you want to save those in the Bubble Universe? Preposterous. What can you possibly hope to achieve? It never hurts to try. Plus, we're far from the same. How can you be so certain I'm going to fail? Because I've tried every last iteration possible. The ferryman's voice was surprisingly calm. See the box to your right? Open it. Captain, be careful. Let me open it. It's fine. There's nothing but a bottle inside. An odorless poison gas is being released into this room as we speak. Press that button and the bridge door will open, causing the gas to leak into the passage. Then it's sayonara to your friends. If you do nothing, then the gas will remain in this room and both of us will perish. Now, make your choice. All our fates are in your hands. Oh my god. Ah! Press the button and open the door. Do nothing and have fewer people die. Fuck. Was that you were saying about us being so different? I'm not too sure I agree. I tossed the box to the side. A meaningless question with no answer. There's no poison gas. You're smarter than you look. I get it now. You only gave the Ether Anchor to Luna to take advantage of her and let her form a connection with the Teresas, even though you knew it would burn her in the end. They were never anything more than pawns to you. How incisive you are! You finally understand the true nature of my plan. I suppose I should thank you for dragging those Teresas back from the world drift. It'll make for fine kindling when the Ether Anchor goes up in flames. Is this some kind of sick joke? You can wrap your puny brain around it, can you? Understandable. You'll get used to it once you've experienced enough. If I succeed, Luna and those Teresa will be the ultimate sacrifice. And those bubble universes that I've linked, all corresponding to these Ether Anchors, will embrace order once again. No longer will there be any need to worry about the inevitable decline that fate has in store. It will be able to remain adrift in the sea of Quanta indefinitely. Isn't that what you've always wanted? You'll be freed from sheltering the lost and dispatched from all those fragmented worlds. I used to be just like you, reluctant to let go, always wanting to save everyone. I've exhausted all the possibilities, but it's a lost cause. And I finally come to the realization that a fairy tale ending is precisely that, a fantasy. Sacrificing a few to ensure the survival of many, is that not a wise decision? It will put an end to all those doomed futures, and it can only be done by me. In what world would that be considered saving them? This rambling tirade of yours is merely you attempting to conceive a convince yourself of your own mania. All this pontificating on the many and the few, people's lives are not something for you to weigh on a scale. You have no right to dictate someone else's life. How naive. If you want to make an omelette, you've got to break some eggs. In order to save more people, a small sacrifice is unavoidable. How about I start with you? The ferryman grinned, and before I have any time to react, a blade was pressed against my throat. Then just quickly, there was a flash of light and the blade was shattered in two. Just in the nick of time. The throne carved elaborately arc through the air. Ronnie and Celine were the first to rush in, followed by Himiko, Kalen, Delta, and Kasumi. Stop right there, ferryman. So this is how it's going to be? Fine, so be it. Now I won't have to dispose of you individually. With a caustic chortle, the ferryman produced an ether anchor from under his black robe. Watch out! Don't let them combust the ether anchor. Next, I shall invite you all to witness perfection. Wait, this is battle? Can we choose? Okay, yeah, we can choose. Then... Kasumi.
魔法少女シーリン出発
Oh my god, really? Okay, you're dead.
時間ですいや加速しますよ任務開始大臣集中
Give up. Rebirth? What? Captain of Hyperion? I don't get it. All was lost. We never stood a chance. The ferryman had gained absolute power. For us to have even lasted so long was a miracle in itself. Long enough for our plan to be smoothly carried out. I take it that we're proceeding in the right direction? We are. I can feel the ether anchors right ahead, but can we really stop the ferryman? We know nothing about who we're going up against. The threat is difficult to estimate. I've run through hundreds of potential courses of action, but their implementation is bound to be flawed. Once the ferryman combusts the ether anchor, the consequences will be irreversible, or we will deliberately focus on the weak points. So you want to use the ferryman to get to the crux of the matter? Close, but not quite. Remember the ferryman's goal? He wants to harness the massive energy produced by the ether anchors to create a world rift in the boundless ocean. Perhaps at some point, I can seize an opportunity moment and enter the reef. Seeing as Luna refuses our help, I'll go in myself and bring her back. That's a rather bold plan. Do you realize what you're saying? When the ferryman tears open the world reef, the ether anchor will have already combusted. By the time you return, it'll be too late. Perhaps it's not totally irreversible. Based on the experiences of the Teresa, time in the world reef passes at a different speed than reality. If Miss Siren and I were to interfere, perhaps we can make you return the same way you came. I could use magic to mark the point in time after you enter the reef, and then essentially employ reverse construction. To reverse it and bring you back, will alert you with a signal to let you know before time ends. But this is all heavily theoretical. We have no idea how the world drift will function, how long will it last, Can you find Luna with the limited time we'll have? You better be prepared. I know. Not only that, but the ferryman will be there when we reverse everything, so chances are that he'll know about our plan is. That's not a problem. As long as we make enough of a scene to attract their attention, we'll be fine, alright? Are you saying we use the drone? Oh, don't you worry about it. I was bored stiff the other day, so I took some scrap metal from Miss Kong Ming's warehouse and assembled them into this clunker. Did you just say scrap metal? Aha, well, you know, it's not like you're gonna need the artillery spear anytime soon. And anyway, Bronny, how many times have I told you? Bronny is the only one capable of getting Kongming so riled up. Even now, just thinking about it causes fits of laughter to escape from between my lips. But now is not the time to be sitting idly by, reminiscing. We set foot on this perilous path in order to achieve an ending where everyone can smile. It may be a long and winding road. It might all be wishful thinking in the end, and perhaps our fates have no hope of intertwining ever again. But even so, I will follow its course to the very end without hesitation. Ooh, so this is the end of the world, is it? It's so unremarkable. In the deserted passage was a ghostly spectre. She knelt helplessly on the ground, her hands covering her face. Is this the hell where the vampires are supposed to return to? Why is it so different than what's portrayed in the books? It's so empty here. I feel nothing except the passing of time. I'm still breathing and everything I'm witnessing here still feels real, but my chest feels so tight and my heart is filled with this terrible nothingness. Ever since I met that person, my heart has been racing non-stop. So, I must still be alive, right? But how? The enter anchor should have erased my entire existence. How can my heart still be beating like it is? I shall build the bridge for you, the girl under the crimson moon. All you must do is traverse through the haze of this dreamland and return to the moonlight. Someone's calling me. It must be that human's partner. Just doesn't know when to quit. You're so annoyingly persistent, human. Why can't you just listen to me? You will wear me out like this. I must move on and get as far from you as possible until the end of time. The small figure stood up and stared, running ahead. She was right here. Those times were engraved in her memories, and I quickly walked into them. Storybooks, homo dolls, and everything else she loved flashed before my eyes. I followed those traces forward, allowing time to keep my body rooted. To catch up to her, I must merge into the traces that she had left behind. I promise I will find you, even if I have to follow you to the end of time itself. My legs moved instinctively as if possessed, carrying me along the road toward an unknown destination. Wait, hold on. Let's figure out my character. I'm Teresa. Oh my god, it's disappearing, so I can't go back. Well, we'll meet at the center, Luna. What's this? Okay, memories. Never once did the girl's figure stop. Even with me right behind her, there was nothing I could do to add even a hint of color to her world. Human, you must be safe now. There must be 10 years between us. This is the world drift, the domain of time. With every step I take, untold amounts of time in the outside world. Here, However, time never seems to pass any slower to me. I want to see you. I miss your face every waking moment, so badly that it hurts. It's so unfair that it was me and me alone who couldn't stay by your side. You must still be looking for me, looking for a way to save me. But I can't stop. I must go on. I can't let you find me. I will. I will find you. How long have I been walking? Even the concept of time had become an abstraction, yet that alone figure still continued, undaunted. How far have I gone? It must be about 100 years. Will your heart pang when I think of you? Live a full life and remember me. Remember me. Forever and evermore. But I know you wouldn't listen to me and resign yourself to living a long and happy life. You never listened to me before, so why would you start now? To think that you're still alive, with gray hair and wrinkles on your face, you must be a sorry sight to behold. Yes, oh damn, da. Even now, you must have never forgotten about me. You promised me you wouldn't, and you never once lied to me. How I wish I could see your face now, even if we're but a glimpse from afar. That would be enough. I'm here. Wait for me. Ay, that's gonna be a last memory then. Yeah. The figure seemed to have grown taller. Her gait was unhurried, but she was still all alone. La la la. Time passes mercilessly, claiming lives and longing alike. Have 1,000 years turned you into bone and ash? Have they left you in an oblivion? I've learned my lesson not to ask for you, so you can sleep soundly among the comfort of your dreams. I've gotten used to not thinking of you, so you can rest peacefully in your spectral slumber. ... Even though 1,000 years have passed, I still find myself unable to put you out of my mind. For me, 1,000 years have merely made me a little taller, whereas for you, you have long been reduced to dust. How can you be so gentle yet so ephemeral? Oh, have I been for you? And yet you gave me no time, and so all I am filled with now is regret. Why didn't I make several more wishes on that day? Why didn't I ask for you to shower me with more compliments? Why didn't I ask for you to hug me? I will. Did I not tell you that was my last wish? How could I possibly bother you with new demands? Would you see me as greedy? But vampires are greedy by nature. Why should I bear the curse of immortality? Then I would never get the pleasure of seeing your ghost. Sure. Yeah, I was right. Hi, Lona. The figure slowly grew taller, transforming into someone I didn't recognize. She continued forward, walking alone, though occasionally she would stop and look back. No matter how long it takes, no matter where you are, you will always find me. No matter how many times I look at it, there's an E there! I still think you're a hopeless fool. Well, you lost. You couldn't find me. How far have I gone? I have no idea, but I'm sure it's far enough for you to fall behind. This place is my home, my final destination. There is nothing here, but I'll never bored. But don't you worry about me. Without you, everywhere is the same to me. But it still hurts. My heart continues to beat, but the inside is so hollow. Nothing can fill this blank void in my heart. Would you find me? Would you manifest yourself here and stand before me? Could you still recognize me? No, you must not find me, or else we would turn out the same as before. Okay, wait lang. Hold on. But what good is it to ruminate on this? You must have died long ago. How could I wish for anything different? But the pain is all-consuming and undeniable. Every moment in which you are not in my mind is torture. There is something streaming down my face. That's tears? It's all your fault. It's your fault for saying what you did with so much certainty. You gave me so much hope. If I stop here, will you find me? She stopped walking and disappeared amid the white light. I knew this was where the journey ended. This is a new music. Time would erase all, even destiny itself, but our faith in each other would never fade. This would be our moment of reunion. As I passed through too much time, my body began to fuse with her traces, and my clothes became the homodal in her memories. Would it be childish to meet you while looking like this? But you've always loved homodals. No matter how long it takes, no matter where you are, I will bring you back. I've already traveled 10,000 years. This time, I must hold you tight. Return to Ferima. What? Oh wait. I didn't change the characters, no. Oh wait. I'm Captain. Luna. Please have a voiceover. Please have a voiceover.
人類、どうしてダメよ、早く離れなさい。
Where's the hand?
人類、あなたってわがままよね。
Where's my hand? Where's my tingly hid in a sea of pain? Oh my god, I need to recap this. I know. No. The spoilers in the Twitter and others like Discord too. It was I saw Captain's hand, and then why is mine? Why is mine? Oh my god. Okay. I have to see it for later. Never had I seen such a tragic smile. Wait, because if I turned home? No, there's my hand! I can finally see you again. How long I have waited to see you once again. You have always have a special place in my heart. No matter what disguise you adopt, I will always recognize you by your scent. I know that you are not one to give up, and that you are looking for me. That is why I've been hiding from you all this time. But we have already said our goodbyes. It would be wrong to see one another again after such a farewell. It took me so much to make up my mind and leave. So long to sever the tangled strings of fate. Why couldn't you just keep your word? The moment the word goodbye escaped from my lips, I wanted to take it back, but I must leave, and I must get as far from you as possible, far enough for the world to forget my existence. As long as I still haunt your dreams, as long as my name still echoes in your mind, as long as you can live a happy life. But you, why are you so stubborn? I have so much to tell you. I'm sorry. No! I know, I do too. Though it's clear to me that we shouldn't be meeting again, I have been powerless to prevent my mind from dwelling on this moment and how it would all go down. We would embrace and take one another in our arms, like this. How I have missed you so. Every second of every day, your image finds its way into my mind. Let me hold you a little while longer until the curse of fate befalls me. Oh, has it really been so long? You look just as you did before. Nothing has changed about you. Not your smell, not the warmth of your body. Hold on. Oh! Is this all too much? Self-doubt crept into her face as she nervously avoided my gaze. Will you still like me now as you did then? Of course! Do you mean what you say? Don't lie to me. This isn't some joke. Do you hear that ticking? Like the sound of a timer? Are we running out of time? It's okay. I know what you want. You want to take me away from here, yes? I'm sorry. If I return, I'd have a target on my back. My very existence would be in defiance of the rules of that world. So I have made my decision. I will remain here until the end. Do not worry about me. I'm no longer the little girl I was before. I don't fear being alone or isolated. Besides, now that we have met once again, my world is filled with all sort of wonder. Luna surreptitiously loosened her grip. So we should say goodbye with a smile on our face this time. Hug her tighter. Yes! There's no option! Huh? Let's go! That's our captain right there. You have to let me go. Don't let go. I said let me go. Don't let go. To have had the chance to see you again is more than I could ever hope for. I am content. I don't want to press my luck. I don't want to lose you all over again. So, let me go. Please, don't let go. How stubborn you are. Can't you listen to me just this once? So much tenderness, and yet so much determination. Don't let go. Let go. I'm begging you. If you keep this up, I won't be able to keep my resolve. I want you to be honest. Yes. I want to be with you, of course. I want it so much that it hurts. Every second I have been here has been spent thinking of you. Thinking about you. Every time my mind conjures up your face, my heart races. It is the only reminder that I'm still alive. You're the very reason I'm here. How could I possibly bring myself to separate yet again? I came prepared. Leave it all to me. Yeah. Your persistence is remarkable. Time and time again, you cause me to make choices that run in directly opposition to my will. Come back with me, Luna. Alright. But you must promise me something. She inhaled deeply as if preparing to blow out the candles on a birthday cake. It was you who broke my hard-earned resolve, made me greedy and obstinate. So I don't want you to be far apart from you ever again. Oh, I will. I nodded enthusiastically. Tick-tock. That was the sound of the countdown ending, a signal that my partners and I had agreed on. Once I bring Luna back, the fluctuation she caused will be neutralized. The singularity that burned for the world reef had lost its connection with the last Teresa and no longer moved. Now is the chance to defeat that ferryman. The gentle breeze scares my ears, and the road behind me crumbled rapidly into multicolored dots. I held Luna's hand tightly in mine. This time, I would never let go. Farewell, Captain of Hyperion. Struggle with all your might, like the ant you are. It was the ferryman's voice. I saw Siren's magical stars shining a brilliant light and Bronny's throne following Kongming's feather fan. I saw Delta shielding Himiko from an attack with her two-handed sword and Ninja swift and agile movement and the desperation in Kalen's eyes. Afterward, the breeze brought within the familiar smell of flowers and gone was the white nothingness before me. Captain, Miss Luna, welcome back. Don't tell me that's the end.
皆の者、出陣よ。ついてきなさい。捕らえた。ありえないわ。
Oh my god.
フリーズ。よく見てて。
Ow! I still got it!
逃げられないよ。
Die!
ちゃんとカットしな。
Bitch.
データでもしましょうか。
Wait, what?
捕まえましたよ。究極絶景。シールド。ひねり捨てる。後片付けは奇形の神のささやきを聞きましょう。シールド。
Oh, anything more, huh? There's more.
戦闘開始。
Oh, oh my god, really? This person? Ah!
トルネード。アイスストームトルネード。
Bitch! Oh! Didn't expect Luna there. Oh my god, I'm sweating in my room. Did we win? Oh, come on. We're back on this old ship again. Have you seen the ferryman? The last thing I remember is the ground shaking something terrible. Perhaps the space that he constructed collapsed. Perfection, I believe he called it. I doubt we'll be seeing him around again. I beg to differ. He may be finding weakness to make us complacent. Once our guards are down, he'll strike. Oh, look how tall you are. I agree. He's a clever one. He could be hiding somewhere conserving his strength as we speak. I'm amazed to hear such perceptive thinking from you. That visit to the World Drift must have been good for your brain. That's hardly the only chance I underwent. Besides, you're adorable when you're all confused. You know that? You. That's enough, you two. Now's not the time to be bickering. Who wants to argue with a child anyway? Who wants to argue with a child anyway? One moment they're fine and the next they're at each other's throats. How come they're both looking at me? The current situation is uncertain. To say the least, the most important thing is that we remain vigilant. The ferryman knows this ship like the back of his hand. So if we wanted to recuperate, this would be the perfect spot. Since we've been sent back here, perhaps he has as well. We'll split into pairs to search the area. No problem. Let's go, Miss Kongming. No need to look so mad all the time. I'm not mad. Luna. And yes, I will change as Luna. And I can't upgrade. There was neither a hint of sound nor a shred of light. The lid opened and was completely unguarded. If these were anything like the Hyperion, an alarm would trigger the second we set foot on the bridge. However, all that activated was some dim lighting. Watch out, Captain! Wait, what? It's already dead. It's alright, the ferryman doesn't have the strength to play any more tricks. About time you showed up. Out with it. Where did you hide those ether anchors? The ferryman leaned on the rail, not answering. I've been waiting for you. You followed the clues I placed like a good boy. You found Luna, come into the ship, and now you are here to fight me with all you've got. I know you wouldn't disappoint me. Or to be more precise, I didn't disappoint myself. You're insane. I take it you've already noticed that the structure of this trip is somewhat familiar, yes? What you might not have realized is that it shares the same name as your ship, the Hyperion. You must be burning with curiosity. That's why you remerged through my collection. But I am not your future, and the current you is not my past. You're the original aspiration I abandoned, the great cause I could not achieve. The answer left unchosen among countless past choices. I used to devote myself to traveling from one bubble universe to another, giving the displaced somewhere they could call home. But as you know, even Hyperion has its limits, and I was in urgent need for a plan to save everyone. I exhausted all the possibilities that I could think of, yet found myself unable to progress. If you want to lift a heavy box, you must first put down what you have in your hands. However, by the time I came to that realize, I was already too far gone on a devious path. All of my old friends have long since deserted me. It was already too late for me to turn back. I had sacrificed far too much in the name of my promise. For the home that I hope everyone would have, to stop now would be unthinkable. I carried their hopes and dreams with me, even though I know what awaits me is a free fall down a bottomless abyss. I still have to go for it, and that was when you separated from me. At that time, I merely considered you a fragile being who appeared by sheer happenstance. I'm gonna project something and think of it. You guys think of it as too much. You couldn't possibly meddle with my plan, even if I left you to your devices. But you were so stubborn, so unexpectedly obstinate that you made countless observations, all for a young vampire, for a future where everyone gets to live. Giving up simply isn't in your blood, nor is resigning yourself to an imperfect ending, even if it is ordained by fate. You brought an idea into my head. Had I chosen differently, how would everything have turned out? Perhaps you can accomplish what I cannot. I decided to continue observing you, and thus arranged for Rita to be in your company. You already know what happened after. Apart from that, I didn't interfere too much with your actions. You managed to survive until this moment all on your own. You have become an entirely different person from me. Whereas I have spilled one lie after the other and broken all my promises. No one remains by my side. I have passed on this poison to my only friends, only for them to truly abandon me. I failed them. In the end, I couldn't save anyone. But that as it may, to break their hearts like this is going one step too far. Stand up. We're not going to part on our merry ways after you spent. I'll spew out another half-baked monologue. If you really want to apologize, walk up to Delta and Kasumi and do it properly. What good does sitting there muttering to yourself to do anyone? Stand up. If you want to end your own life, be my guest. Just wait until you've given them a proper explanation before you off yourself. I yanked at the ferryman's sleeve, but he seemed to have completely given up. Remaining limp as I pulled him to his feet, he was surprisingly heavy, and I lost my balance. The next thing I knew, he was dragging me to the ground. The entire archers hidden under his black robe came tumbling out and rolled all over the ground. Each of them was intact and wrapped into a transparent shield. Captain, something isn't right about this. The black robe fell off, exposing the recorder strap on the ferryman's chest. My movements just now did nothing to it, as the audio continued on and off incessantly. Have you ever observed the ants? On their shoulders are aspirations and expectations, but in the end, they always come out empty-handed. They always tell themselves that they've come a long way, yet in hindsight, they would find that they actually have marched a very short distance. I'm no more than an exhausted ant going round and round, trapped in the circle down by fate. The body under the black robe had long been reduced to dust, leaving only the recorder playing with its remaining power. He's already dead. I believe in you. You are made to reach the future that hasn't been given a chance. When I came back to my senses, I had already reached the beach. There you go. There are the only ones left. That's a mess. I could only find these parts too. Well, Miss Coming? Your Terran type laser launcher. No, your artillery spear is beyond repair. How about you consider making it into something else? Or make a new one? Stay positive. If the old never left, how can it make place for the new? Save your excuses. Keep your searching. Hey, have you seen Delta? No, I've been looking for the parts. You mean the human with the tail? She may still be on the old ship. She isolated herself in the room and played video games like her life counted on it. Miss, come on now. You want to comfort her? I'm not that kind-hearted, but it could be fun watching her have a hard time. What do you say? Wanna come with? Alright, Ninja, you're leading the way now. Aren't you familiar with that ship? I passed them one by one. Everyone looked relieved, save Delta and the silent ninja. The tides have ebbed. Though there were still wet trails left on the beach, time would always erase them completely. I stopped on a beach without any footprints on it. Maybe it was due to the distance, but their voices could be heard on and off. Has everything really come to an end? From now on, Kongming, Luna, and I would never enjoy lasting peace in any bubble universe. What awaited us would only be endless drifting in the sea. But that did not matter. Most importantly, we were still together. The only thing I wished for was to travel with everyone. Captain. Rita, you okay? She looked a little surprised, and her lips curled into a sad smile. I'm fine. As an old friend, I think that she would have been satisfied with this ending. The past is the past, though it's hard to accept for now. Time will eventually push people to move on. By the way, why are you here alone, Captain? What's caught your interest? The ants. Are there ants even on the beach? Hey, I just noticed it, too. Oh, Rita, have you tried it yet? Reaching out my finger, I drew a circle around several ants on the beach. But the ants will really stay confined into a circle that appeared out of nowhere. Because ants rely on smell instead of their sight to discern directions. When you drew the circle, you left a strange scent in the sand, so the ant thinks it's uncharted territory ahead and hesitate when the edge of the circle. However, as time flies by, the scent will eventually fade away, and the ants will gradually adapt to and understand the environment they're in. So, you see, the moonlight danced on the sea as the fluorescent creatures around the shoreline bobbing on the waves. On the somewhat wet beach, an ant lingered around the circle. After cocking its head to one side for a while, it set foot on the circle tentatively, and then it walked straight out of the circle. Enter the village.